if I start dancing like this? Girl, what does that mean? That is so ratchet. Kind of. Welcome to another episode of One Being Brave. I'm your host, Domo Jones. How you doing? Y'all good? Are y'all good? Are y'all straight? Are y'all straight? Are y'all good? In the what? In the hood? Girl, you got so much energy. First of all, I take a nap. Let's just start there. Before we do anything, take a nap. On top of taking a nap, I have my V8. Child, I'm on a level 39. And we still fine. All right. Stay focused, Domo. Welcome to another episode of One Being Brave. Child, we're on episode 17. Nah, I mean. Whoo, God, you just longevity. I'm just so grateful. Thank y'all for tuning in. Appreciate it. Let's get into the what? House rules. No profanity. Hold on. Cause no. We don't do that on this show. Oh. Bro. Wait a minute. That was like a double bar. Hold on. No, we don't do that on this show, bro. Yo. Oh, that was like a triple bar. Domo. That was another bar. My name added to the bar. Killing the game early. We're not even 2 minutes in. I'm already killing the game. Ciao. Okay, back to the scheduled program. No profanity. We don't do that on this show. It's too many words. We don't do that on the show. Also, no bashing of race, religion, gender, politics, or sexual preferences. Why? Because from one blood, he made what? All the nations. Hi, Mom. Love you. From one blood. One. He made all. That's crazy. Just think about it. Sit it now for a minute. From one, he made all. Ciao. So what that mean? All y'all kinfolk. All your family. Auntie them, uncle them, grandma them, grandpa them. I want some. Well, I don't really eat peach cobbler, but I don't really. I'm not gonna show that I don't have my black card, so we're not even gonna talk about that. But all y'all invited to the barbecue, and tell them I sent you. Who gonna check for me? Who? Exactly. Anybody gonna check for me? Anybody gonna check for me? Period. Also, this show is called One Billion Brave because it represents the 1 billion people of the world that have a disability and or medical condition. Old heads, okay. Newcomers, come in, have a seat. Hi, Grandma. Okay, because one blood. My God, that was good. PK, I need you to preach on that one. From one blood. Ciao. You're welcome. This show is called. Wait, I already said that. Oh, come on, schedule. Okay. Stay focused. Stay focused to the script. It's not really a script, but stay focused to the script. Old heads, you already know. Newcomers catch on quick. Get you one of us in your circle. What's that marinate? Get you one of us in your circle. Because I'm telling you, our community is top tier. How come y'all don't child? And then my guest tonight, child, she didn't raise the bar like 4 notches, so it's even more top. The top tier just even topped itself from last week, and now we on another tier. Like at this point, how high could we get? We just dope. It's tiring. It's exhausting how dope we are. Like the tier is just oh yeah. I just don't know. As you don't know. Also, good ear. I need y'all to tune in with your good ear. On this show, I can't speak for no other shows, but on this one, we talk about Jesus Christ. I can't help nobody else for what they do over there, but over here, JC is the way to be. Bars. Are y'all with me? Jesus Christ is better than white rice. But are y'all catching it? The King of Kings be doing his thing. Bar. The Lord of Lords is better than Fantastic Four. Are y'all okay? Because just know, my Jesus is the number one stunner. Okay? And that's all I got to say about that. He the number one stunner. He always gonna be top. He is the tier. He created the top of the tier, and we just a part. We just a part of the team. If you don't know, if you don't know Jesus, have a little taste, just a little bit. I'm telling you, it's the best thing since sliced bread. Also, um, another very, very, very important rule. This show is one of the very few shows that has a hostess with a disability that interviews guests with disabilities and/or medical conditions. Lady O, Tyler Perry, Mother Ava DuVernay. We got one more, Dr. Holly Carter. I'm coming to see all four of y'all. It's just about to one. It's just about to be a 1, 2, 3, 4, and no more. Okay, Lady O, we're running into the fall, so I'm gonna need a sweater weather. Okay, but it's still hot a little bit in Cali, but it's sweater weather. Thank you for your time. Chop it up. Then go down the street real quick. Tyler Perry. Me waking up. Hi, bestie. Love you. Me waking up. You got a 9-part series show just in that alone. Me blinking. 10 episodes. Right there. You will never run out of stuff to talk about. I promise you. Ever. Okay? Also, thank you for your time. Love you. Hugs. Catch up with you soon. My people will call your people. Thank you. Then it's going to be time to get our locks done at Rockefeller. Me and Mother Avery Renee. I'm in chair 1. She in chair 2. And we talking. Don't it make... Thank you for your time. This is going to be Sunday. When Sunday comes. Okay? Gabe. Why you trying to get on the scene with a gangster lean? Big dog. Hold your horses. You gonna be on the show. Just give me a minute. Now, back to our script. You feel me? It's gonna be Sunday. So after church, me and Dr. Holly Carter, we're gonna be in a vestibule. Okay? Chopping it up. After Sunday. It makes sense in my head. That's just all I'm gonna say. In my head, it makes sense. And when it happens, think it not strange. Okay? You're welcome. You're welcome. All right, so as you guys know, we on this show, that was a bar too. As you guys know, on this show, that was a bar. We represent all the awareness ribbons and the awareness ribbons, awareness, and the awarenesses. Yeah, we're gonna say that. The awareness ribbons and the awarenesses of the world, like all of them. We love pink and we love breast cancer. We know that is a main one, but that is not the only one. Okay? That is not the only one. So on this show, we want to represent all of them. So, Gabe, what we got for this month? Play up. Please tell us. Okay, we don't have an awareness ribbon for August, but nevertheless, please do not forget that this month of August is National Wellness Month. What does that mean, Domo? Keep yourself together. Mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally. I mean, wellness comes in a plethora of things. It's not just physical. Yeah. One band, one sound. Okay. Ciao. And especially with all this stuff going on, it's a lot of chaos in this world. We need you to be one with Christ. That's even further. Let's take it a little further. Be one with the King. Know what I mean? Bars. All right, so I got story time because ciao. The devil was trying to do his thing, but then also you can't put it all on the devil because you got to play your part too. All right, story time. So thank you, Mom. Thank you. It really is. All right, so y'all know, for those that don't know, y'all gonna know now. I am allergic to everything but ice chips. So what that means is I can only eat about 5 things. And starch is my kryptonite. So we try to stay away from starch. That yep, we're not too much as friends. All right, so my alternatives, I'm a snack person. I don't really care for like food that much. I'm a snacker. Now that we have those bullet points out the way. So my food intake was like Um, granola bars, lunch meat, beef jerky, like like all that stuff. Popcorn, the pre-made, not the one that you pop. It was all that stuff. So we were doing that for like months on end, right? Just because that's what I was eating on a daily. Now, fast forward, my legs kept swelling up. Girl, what's going on? So much so, and they weren't going down. And I need to wear my braces to move. And it was getting to the point to where I couldn't even put on my shoe. Girl, what we doing? So I was like, yeah, I can't, can't. And then when you pressed it, when you press my leg or my foot, then it would be an indentation. So we knew that's an issue because why is your foot sinking? Why is your leg sinking? What? No, you're supposed to be standing on a hill, on top of a hill. All right, so now I go to the doctor. Doctor was like, "Oh, it looks like you have edema. Looks like you have high sodium intake." Okay, that sounds, yeah. Based on everything I told him, all the food I was eating, definitely. Mullet, I love me some you. Okay, just know that we rocking to the woods fall off. So based on everything that I told him that I've been eating for the past few weeks, or for the past few months, these past weeks, it kind of like caught up with me, and it was like a lot of sodium. My sodium intake was skyrocketing, and my food intake is not much. And what I do eat, as far as food, I don't use salt. So that was literally like everything, right? So went there, got blood work done. He gave me some prescription to kind of like flush myself out, and got the results from my blood work that he tested. And my guy called me at 9 o'clock at night. The doctor called me at 9 o'clock at night, was like, "You need to go to the ER now. Your blood work was super high. The highest number is 1.2. You're at a 1.1. You may have a blood clot. You need to go to the ER now." I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. How did we get here? That's kind of scarce. Wait, just give me a second. Let me process what's going on. Because that's extreme. That is, woo, that's a lot. And I don't know much about blood clots. I don't know much about high sodium. I don't know much about that. So this is like new information for me. So it was a lot at 9 o'clock, almost 9:30 at night. So of course, I called my mom and told her, um, and it's an alert because blood clots are serious. They can travel up to the heart. So thankfully we live across the street from Kaiser. So I told my doctor, I'm like, look, I live 45 seconds away, literally, from Kaiser. At this point, nobody was here that could drive me, and we were thinking so fast, we weren't really thinking about anyone that was around us that could kind of like help at 9:30, 9:45 at this point. So I'm like, all right, God, protect me, because you already know I got stuff to do. I ain't got time. All right, I got enough. My list is long. We don't need to add nothing. Thank you. Appreciate it. You still sit high and you look low. So went to ER, got all the tests done. Um, the doctor that I seen on Thursday said the same thing as the doctor that I seen on Friday, saying that my organs was fine, like all my organs was good. I just did blood work, like a complete blood work, and everything came out fine. Sidebar, let me just say this. People that deal with disabilities, please don't think that they sickly. Whoo! Please do not think that because we go to the doctor a lot that we are sickly. Because let me tell you, blood pressure 120/80, literally. Screenshot that mug. I have a picture to prove it. Organs top tier. Don't think. All right. That was just a little plug. Okay, so now got testing, all that stuff, no blood clots. And God, we thank you. Got to go. And God, we thank you for no blood clots. Now, this is what I need to do because God did his thing, so I gotta do my thing. Girl, throw away all that. Why you eating that much sodium? What? Girl, you doing too much. You gonna have to find an alternative. And we did. And my system is flushing out, and we are so thankful. We are so thankful because it's the little things. Although I knew by faith that I didn't have no blood clots, still I had to do my part, and my part was change what my intake was. Throw away all that stuff. I didn't even want to test it. Don't eat it. No, we throwing it away. Woo, my God. Thank you, Lord. Jesus, he be doing his thing continuously. All right, so that's my story. That's my testimony. Because we overcome him by the blood of the Lamb and the what word of our testimony. So that's gonna help somebody. All right, so my next guest is super, super, super excited to hear her story, to hear her journey, to hear her life, and to hear what she is doing. And we are grateful for that. All right, so without further ado, let's bring out Talitha. Woo, woo, woo. Grace on the stage. Hey, girl.
Hello, hello.
How are you?
I'm fine.
Good. All right, so let's get into it. Could you please tell us where you're from and the name of your disability or medical condition?
Okay. I live in Houston, but I'm originally from Louisiana, the real
Oh,
LA.
um,
Yes.
that was good.
Yeah. And I have multiple sclerosis since 2005.
Okay, so for those that don't know what MS is, could you please just share a brief synopsis of what that looks like?
Yes, it's a chronic illness that affects you from head to toe. And so, for you to visualize it, just imagine you have an iron, you plug into the wall, the electricity goes through the cord, and the iron works, right? But if the cord is damaged, the electricity cannot completely go to the iron to make it work. And that's what happened with
Mm,
my brain. The message from my brain goes to a cord like the iron, but my body is attacking that cord. So which leave multiple scars on the cord, meaning for multiple sclerosis, multiple scars. So now the information from my brain is not getting to the rest of my body correctly. So that's why everything is off from top to bottom. That's pretty much multiple sclerosis.
that was one of the best descriptions that I have heard of what MS is. That was really good.
Hmm.
Wow,
Yeah, my
that was
doctor
really
told me
good.
that, and ever since then, that's how I explain to anybody. It's like an iron, you plug it into the wall, blah blah blah. So that's how I.
Yeah, that's really good for people that don't know. And even though I've been around people with medical conditions, the way you described it was like so great. Like it made sense.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's get into it if you're okay with getting into your journey. Can you start with how everything came about and how your life was before you had the condition?
Before married, with one daughter, going to work, work in the bank, no problem. And then I started having tingling in my legs. So found out I have hyperthyroid. Went through the process, got treatment. Then my husband told me that I'm walking funny. Of course, when he tell you that, like I'm not walking funny, leave me alone. So I fought
Right.
that. So I finally went to the doctor, found out I had uh they looked at me, okay, let's do an MRI. Did an MRI. Then I went to his office. I have a bad memory, but I actually remember the date, July 5th, 2005, my second
Mm,
day vacation. And he said, well, you should have had your husband with you because you have multiple sclerosis.
mm,
So when I heard that, I'm like, I thought it was one of Jerry's kids, like muscular dystrophy, because growing up, that's all you heard, muscular dystrophy, or yet somebody had diabetes. I
mhm,
mean, I don't know about anything else. When I heard, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm one of Jerry's kids. No, I'm not. Totally different. And then as you read the symptoms, like, oh my gosh, I had all this, all these years. I mean, actually, like a year and a half. All this time, all these symptoms that I had, it makes sense. I had the tingling, the overactive bladder, the wobbliness, unsteadiness. So everything made sense once I found out what I actually had for real.
mhm,
So it's
mhm.
kind of how I found out. So some people have a bad experience of having years of finding out before you have MS. Mine was kind of short, like a year and a half, 2 years. First, I had to go through the hyperthyroid. Once that's done, then deal with the MS. So that's how I found out that I had
So you
multiple
found out.
sclerosis.
So when you say that you had to go through the process, as far as like now you're learning about what MS is. Wait, did you know anything about MS prior to?
Never heard of it.
Okay.
Never heard of it. Mm-mm.
Okay, so now now you and your husband kind of at the and your daughter too.
Mhm.
You guys are at the process of kind of learning what MS is. Is there like a trigger point, or is there something that triggers your MS? Is there um what's it called? Like it's a trigger, but I can't even think of the word. Like something that triggers an attack with MS.
The problem is you always hear the statement is different for everybody. Everybody's
Hmm.
different. For me, some people they may lose their vision in one eye for a short period of time. Then somebody may say, "Oh, I was wobbling. I had an overactive bladder." But all of these symptoms are a list of the symptoms because you're affected from head to toe. There's
Hmm.
nothing to say just your heart, nothing just your hearing, nothing just your vision. So it's different for everybody. And then sometimes I live in the South and the heat makes it worse.
Mm,
Coldness makes it worse.
mm.
So I'm in Houston, so it's like 100 degrees outside. Hot outside, you walk in the store, freezing. So now my legs are
Yeah,
stiff as I'm walking. Then I go
yeah.
back outside, I defrost,
Hmm.
then I could get fatigue. So it's a combination of things because it's from head to toe. So you can't
Yeah,
really say one thing. And everybody's different because our DNA is different, right? So
right.
you start everybody don't start at the same place. It's just by when you find out that you have it and like dealing with what you have, depending on your lifestyle, where you live, things like that. So
Hmm.
it's
Yeah.
weird, very
Yeah,
weird.
that's good information. So now with dealing with MS, what are some of the things that you have to do to try to like control any triggers, to try to control just or even maintain your quality of life? Are there certain things that you have to do differently from when you started before you even had the condition?
Hmm. So I've had it for 21 years.
Oh wow.
So my symptoms changed over the years. So
Mm,
I still have tingling. I just have to deal with it. It's not going away. I asked about the doctor getting it fixed, can't fix it. So because of that, I have to sit a certain way in the chair because it's like
mm,
it's tingling, irritate my legs, and I keep moving. I have to move how I do things. Then I have an overactive bladder, so I have to wear protection. You know,
mhm, mhm.
because if you're in public, you have an accident, that's embarrassing. But if you
Right.
have protection, nobody knows. Go home, take a
Yeah.
bath, keep rolling, right?
Yeah.
If not, you have to live your life. You can't be in the house all day, every day. And then when it's hot, okay, you have to time it. So if it's just cold, you have to okay, make sure you're warm. But if it's hot, make sure you stay cool. They have cooling vests you can wear. There's certain times of the day you go outside. If you're outside, make sure you're in an air conditioned area, cool.
Hmm.
It's you have to just you can still live your life, but you just have to adjust
Do
how you
adjusting.
do everything
Yeah.
to keep going, to have a full life.
Yeah, that is definitely good information because it is well, let me ask, let me not assume. It is considered a invisible disability, is it?
It is. You hear horror stories of people, they have a placard, handicap parking.
Yeah,
And so and not everybody have a cane. I have a
right.
cane, but some people don't. And you hear stories about how people park and everybody say, "There's nothing wrong with you."
But
They can't, because
yes,
they can't see it doesn't
right,
mean that. And why should they care? I mean, you're not taking anything
right.
away from them, but it's just something that people do and just deal with it. Like I have it and just keep rolling. Can't be too rude to say,
Yeah,
it's something I have. You can't see right now this second, but about the
right.
time I leave that store, I'm going to be walking slow because I'm frozen because the air conditioner was too cold in the store.
Yeah,
It is, yeah, it's weird. You just have to deal
yeah.
with it. Hmm.
Yeah, I definitely understand that because with the invisible disabilities, you guys, I feel like you guys get hit harder because
Hmm.
you guys quote unquote look fine compared to someone that doesn't have, or someone that may need it one week and may not need
Hmm.
an accessible anything accessible. So when it came to you and getting onto your quality of life and kind of learning how to adjust to this new lifestyle. Was there a mental hindrance, or was there a mindset shift of now learning into this new life, because you weren't like this before? So was there something that you had to kind of click or learn mentally to kind of help you process this new lifestyle?
Yes. So whenever you're diagnosed with it, you're thinking, how can I be continue to be a mother? I'm married. Will he still be there? Will can I take care of my daughter? Can I still
Mhm.
work? All that goes through my mind.
Right.
And then I was able to deal with it because fast forward a few years after I had my daughter, I had to adopt my niece. And
Mm,
so there was questions from other people, are you sure you can do this? Because you have MS. So my doctor actually had to write a note saying, I'm okay. I can
wow.
do this. So now I
Yeah.
have two girls. Now, okay, you have MS, you have two girls. So what are you going to do?
Yeah.
Can you handle it?
Right.
And you have to step back and say, okay, this is what I can do and this is what I can't. And I may need help
Hmm.
going forward. I had to go through some counseling because it's mentally okay. Can you still work? Can you
Yeah.
still function? What is it going to look like for me? Because I've seen people in different stages. People walking fine, some people dancing, some people in a wheelchair, and that's scary, And it's like, will that be me? And
Mhm.
what can I do to prevent me from getting worse? Because there's no cure,
Right.
and it's a very challenging. Even now, I know I have it, but sometimes like, okay, why am I not grasping this information? Like, oh yeah, I forgot I have MS. Instead of down in my like, what's wrong with me? And I'm still young compared to older people, and like,
Yeah.
I'm I have to wear protection. I have a cane. I have the handicap placard,
Hmm.
and I'm young. And you have older people just walking around like everything's okay. Like, how can they do it? Not me. It's you go through that, even though you have it MS at like 21 years, you still go through the
Yeah.
motions and
Yeah.
you just deal with it.
Yeah. I can attest. I do have a disability. I'm only 38. I've got a handicap placard, got a walker, got braces. So I definitely understand that mindset. Is just like you're seeing people 70, 80 taking 5 mile walks. Like, dang, I can't even take, I can barely take 5 steps. And you doing miles? Give me a minute. That's gonna take me 5 years. So I
Mhm,
definitely do get that. You always have to like retrain your mindset, because we are human, and
mhm,
we do have human eyes, so we see what people can do and what we can't. And sometimes you just start doubting your accessibility, you start doubting like where you are. So I definitely do. You just got to retrain that mindset. For yes, very true, mom, they really do. And that was why I really enjoy interviewing people that do have disabilities, because I want them to share their story of what their life really looks like beyond what the visible, what people see. Because it is way more than you good.
mhm,
Why are you stopping? Why you out of breath? Why you sitting down? Why you can't? You was just doing that last week. Yeah, we ain't got time for that. So on this show,
mhm,
we support.
mhm.
So you did mention that you still take care of your children, you still are a wife. So was there a conversation with all three of them, or with them individually, about this new, when you found out about this new diagnosis and what that looks like with your life, of what you can do, what you can't do?
Well, mine's a little different because my husband, he helped take care of his mother.
Mm.
So for me having MS, he's like, okay, this is another person. Let's move on. Okay, nothing wrong with it. You can keep going. I'm like, well, I have MS, but okay, my mom, you can keep going. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay. And it's like, can I get some sympathy? But no, but he does help me out a lot.
Yeah.
And it's like, ah. And then when my daughters are they're older now, 24 and 25, but my daughter's in elementary, the youngest
Mhm.
one. And I said, want to go to school, the mother going for lunch, and she didn't want me to go because
Mm.
she thought the kids would tease me because I had a cane.
Mm.
So I didn't go for a little bit. Then eventually went, and I said, "Did anybody tease you?" She said, "No, nobody said anything." But as a kid, you think, because kids are, kids, and they
Right.
might tease her or say something. "Oh, why your mama ever came?" But nobody said anything. Yeah, and so I never really sat down and talked to them about it. But we did go to a like a camp that for people with disabilities, and then that particular theme was multiple sclerosis, and the
Yeah.
girls went, and so they may have taught them, hey, your parent is going through this and that.
Yeah.
So I don't remember how much they learned, but they have a general idea
Yeah.
that I have MS, and sometimes when they're walking, they walk slower for me, right? I said, no, no, don't worry about it, you can go ahead. But as they go ahead, I'm like, wait, they left me alone. But I asked for them to leave me
Right.
alone, but then they do. I'm like, wait, 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 hold on, wait, wait, wait,
Yeah.
don't leave,
Do but don't. But do
don't.
but don't really though.
Right, help me, but don't help me,
Right.
right? Oh,
Exactly.
I went through that. Oh, I still go through now. I'm
I do
okay.
too. I do
I'm,
too. Help me, but not really. But like act like it, but don't really help me. But like
right,
kind of like don't
yeah,
be too far, but
yeah,
kind of be far. Yeah,
yeah.
I definitely. Yeah, still,
Hmm.
still, definitely get that. That is so funny. So I
Hmm.
definitely want to ask you because you kind of sat in this new life for a little bit, basically over 21 years. I do want to ask like what has changed based on how you are now compared to how you were? Was there anything mentally or emotionally or physically that you kind of realize now about your life or the value of your life that you wasn't really it wasn't really a big thing before previously?
Hmm. I'm trying to think. Only thing is, I don't remember a lot of things. I don't process things fast. I don't walk as fast.
Mm,
Can't wear high heels. I mean, I can wear, but sit down, but I can't walk around with it. Um, that's pretty much it. Nothing drastic yet. I mean, I have a cane. I could still do things, just not a long time. You
yeah.
know, and that's kind of the basics of it. Like small changes, but I could still function.
Yeah, yeah. Have you learned anything about yourself that you probably would have never learned now that you do have MS?
Mm, what did I learn? I try to be independent.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the middle child, so you kind of go with the flow, right? So yeah, I
Yeah,
can do it. I got it. I got it. I got it. But I really don't have it all the time, and I
yeah.
will need help, and it's hard for me to ask for help,
Mm-hmm.
even though I need it because I got it right. And
Right.
and that's the hard part is just getting help when I
Yeah.
need it. That's the biggest thing.
That's good. That's definitely me too. It's that asking for help thing. That is my kryptonite. Whew. I would be holding a boulder and if like you need help. No. Why would you ask me? Why would you ask that? Why do you think that I need help?
Right, right. You're wobbling like, you didn't
Right.
see that. You didn't see that.
Right. But don't go nowhere. But why in the world do you think that I need help? That's crazy. No.
Hmm.
Totally
Yeah,
fine. Man,
definitely.
that's definitely good information. So now with this with you having MS, have you met or ran into any other people that do deal with your medical condition that helps understand who you are during those
Mhm.
times that you kind of like, yeah, but nobody kind of gets it.
Yes, I found, well, at the very beginning, I found a group, that MS group. As soon as I walk in, all I saw was wheelchairs. I never went back
Mm,
because I know that's one of the things that could happen. When I saw
yeah,
that, I'm like, I'm not coming back.
yeah,
And it took a few years, and I found another group where people like regular didn't have a lot of equipment used to walk. And then later, I found another group where it's mixture. So I feel better now because it's a mixture because everybody's different.
yeah,
And at the time, I didn't know that the wheelchair is not everybody because that was the
yeah,
beginning of my journey. Now I know it's not everybody. So if I walk in a room with wheelchairs, I know it's not everybody.
right,
So I'm okay now as opposed to then.
yeah,
So yes, I found a group where everybody's different. It's a mixture, and it's inviting, and I can talk about my illness because they understand, and I learn things
Yes.
from them too.
Yeah, very
And
true.
that's the good part, just learning from other
That's
people.
yes, that's the best
Hmm.
part because you're learning from people that deal with it too and that
Hmm.
understand. Now is there a just based on your disability, just in general, is there a decline, like a possibility of a decline at all in your condition with MS, or just how you, however the condition came out for you, is that just how you're going to be?
Right now, it seems like it plateaued, but
Hmm.
it's some things are getting gradually worse, small little things here and there, like my
Hmm.
memory and like processing things like it. It's slowly getting worse, but it's nothing that's drastically changed. No,
Yeah.
it has not. It just slowly getting, because there's no way to stop it, just to slow down the disability with the medication. Because that's why
Gotcha.
I am now. I recently changed medication, and hopefully everything's kind of just plateaus, stay where it is, and I'm good.
Yeah. Hi, Sheena. Love you. So with the medication, for those that don't know, what does the medication kind of do for you?
Oh, that's
How
the
does it
fun
help?
part. That's the fun part. So growing up, I hated shots. Hated shots. So when I went to the doctor, he first told me about it. He said, "Oh, guess what? The medication is a shot." Oh, I'm like, "Oh, I hated it." So, but the problem is, he wants to give me a prescription for something totally different, which is like once a week. But he only
Mhm.
had a video for the one that you do, um, wait, how can I say, every day, and it was like a you jab yourself with a needle. Oh my
Ooh.
gosh! So I'm like, "Oh, you mean to tell me my worst enemy is the needle that's going to help
Right.
me?"
Right. Right.
So it's like, oh my God. So eventually I started to do the shot, but it's like an auto injector. So it's
Mm.
better. Okay. Instead of
Yeah.
jabbing.
Yeah.
And okay, I learned how to do that. But eventually I'm like, no, I can't do this anymore. So I did cold turkey and I stopped, which is not good.
Yeah.
In the process of stopping, I had other issues going on, had with
Mm.
other things, had other medications. So it was a lot of medicine and time and things. It was just back to back rolling.
Yeah.
So eventually I got on some pills, which is good because everybody can swallow, right? The needle
Right.
is not natural. So I just avoided it.
Mm.
So now I'm back to needles. But this is a once a month injection. So like, okay, this is
Okay.
better than
Okay.
3 times a week.
Yeah.
Once
Yeah.
a month, I still don't like it.
Ooh.
It's something I have to do. So
Yeah.
to get over it, I just reward myself with like some cookies and milk or
Oh,
something. I
some
have to.
okay.
That's you
Because
have
that
to
was a
do
big
that.
challenge. That's a
Yes,
challenge.
yes. I
Shit. I
hate it. I hate it. I just had to. You do what you have to do, right?
Yeah, you
And
gotta do what you gotta do.
do what you have to do.
That is
Mhm.
so funny. Yeah, we're gonna
Mhm.
reward ourselves for the challenges that we've overcome. And people don't think they're challenges, but they're challenges. And
Yes.
we're grateful that you overcome them every
Yes.
single time, once a month,
Hmm.
3 times, all the months. We
Hmm.
appreciate that. So I
Yes.
definitely want to change subject just a little bit because you do a lot of
Hmm.
things. So let's
Hmm.
get into the author. Let's get into. I mean, I wanna hear all that you do. Like, fill me in.
Okay. So when I started with medicine, I was taking one injectable. Then now, today I take 9 pills a day.
Hmm.
So I needed help remembering the medicine. So my sister-in-law said, "Why don't you use this medication app?" Okay, fine. So as I received the medicine from the pharmacy, the pills start to look different. I'm like, what's going on?
Hmm.
So I
Yeah.
called the pharmacy and said, hey, can you send me what you sent me last month? They said, oh no, we only send you, we fill the prescription correctly, but we only send you what we have on hand. I'm like, what? You mean to tell me? And the pill didn't have a coating on it and it tasted horrible. So I
Mm.
had to take the medicine. And that's when I learned that the medicine is going to constantly change. So now how am I going to remember what I'm supposed to take if the pill keep changing? And
Right.
it's like they have to have an app for that. There was no app. So I had to go online, find a picture of the pill, put a little I made a cheat sheet for myself to know how to take it. And I still have my cheat sheet with me, but I don't use it. So I'm like, we got to have something. So
Yeah.
I made an app called CMEDs allow people to take a picture of the medicine that they have on hand. So when you get a notification, you can see the picture of the real pill that you have taken. So let's say it changes when you fill the prescription. You can take a picture of it. Then, ooh, this is what I'm taking this month because last month was something totally different. And
Right.
because the generics are like 90% are generics, I found that out at FDA. That so you could change every time you get a prescription. It could look different.
Yeah.
You can go to Walmart near your house, and you go to another Walmart, something totally different. Same prescription
Exactly.
is correct, but it's I
Yes.
didn't know
Different.
that until it happened to me.
Oh,
So
good.
I created CMEDs, like see it, take it, so you can see it. Okay, this is the right one to take. You take it, and you're good. So and it's available in the Apple Store. So that
That's
was
crazy.
one thing. I'm trying to get the word out. I mean, I think it's a great product, but I mean,
It's
I don't know.
a fantastic. It's beyond great. This thing is fantastic
Hmm.
because that is helpful for people that do take a lot of meds. You kind of get they what am I taking? I don't know. Cuz after you
Hmm.
take it out the pill box, it looks regular. But
Yes,
then
it does.
like you said, there are pills that you've been taking that you're used to seeing, and then when they switch it, the color, the style, the
Hmm.
taste, then you like,
Hmm.
well, what is this?
Hmm.
So that top tier. All right, continue on.
And then so, of course, everybody have MS is different for everybody. So like, okay, what happens after you leave the doctor's office?
Right.
Well, I don't know. So then I wrote a book, Thriving Through MS, because once you leave the doctor's office, life goes on. But the doctor could tell you so much.
Yeah.
So I wrote a book, Thriving Through MS, after you leave the doctor's office. That way you know, okay, what's going to happen to me? Okay, so how my life going to be? Okay, this is what happened to you. Okay, you know what? It's happening to me, or something like to give people an idea of what it could be. Even though the doctor gave us this medication, it may not work. Try
Mhm.
something else, and then your work may you may not be able to keep your job because of the
Mm.
mental issue that you're having. Or let's say you walk a lot. Let's say you're mail carrier, you can't walk anymore
Mhm.
because of the illness. You can't walk, so now you may have to sit in the office. But then you
Wow.
can't stop moving because you stop moving and your legs stop moving, and then I say if you don't use it, you lose it.
Yeah.
So you have to sit. It just several things that goes on that the doctor cannot tell you because he
Right.
reads so much. But the person you learn from are the people in your community,
Yes.
and like, oh, that's how you do that. This is what you do. Okay, I
Yeah.
got it. I got it. So I wrote a book and I did a puzzle book. I did available on Amazon to help somebody because I needed it at the time,
Mhm.
21 years ago, but I didn't have it. So doing something that I needed and hopefully it can help somebody else.
Who first of all, let's just who are you?
I'm just a
Who
regular
are
person.
goodness, you got an app that you created that is very helpful for people in our community. I mean, like, that's top tier. Then we're moving on to, then you're an author to help our community to what is really going on after you leave that office. Then you got a puzzle book. Child, who am I interviewing? Golly. I mean, what you're doing is so needed. And the thing is, although you did write your book about MS and the puzzle book about MS, I feel like everything that you've done from the book, from the puzzle book, and also especially the app, I think those are so needed beyond one medical condition.
Hmm.
That's needed for us because a lot of times we don't know. After you leave the doctor, you heard all this information. What that mean?
Hmm.
Especially if you've never dealt with conditions before. What
Hmm.
what? So you just sitting at home trying to replay everything in your head, and then they give you a piece of paper and you still don't understand what that means.
Hmm.
That I like you. I like you. I like you.
Hmm.
So
Thank you.
can you please tell us where to get it? And Gabe, can you put it on the screen? Can you please tell us where to get the book, the puzzle book? Can you please tell us how to get the app? I mean, we want all the things.
So the app is available in Apple Store. I need to get someone to make the Android version, but right now it's the Apple Store at this time. And the book is on Amazon and Etsy.
Mm.
Amazon, you can actually have it mailed to you, but Etsy is a downloadable.
Yeah.
And the puzzle book, excuse me, the puzzle book can be ordered. Amazon can mail it to you and downloadable in Etsy. So it's kind of where it is right now. And
So
I have a
good.
platform thriving through MS and Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. I just started TikTok, so I'm working. Just started, so I'm working on that. So give myself something to do because the girls are older. I'm looking at myself. I need something to do
Yeah.
because you have to keep moving.
Right.
You have to keep using your brain, things like that. So that's kind
Yeah.
of where I am.
So good. Please, everyone, download Talitha's app. I mean, CMed, that is just that is top tier. Like, man, and go to her website. Go to C Meds on Instagram. Please find the book on Amazon and Etsy. Thriving with MS on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. I mean, do it all the things. Like, please support her because what she's doing is super great, and I believe that it's gonna be even greater. We shooting for above the stars. We shooting for above the clouds.
Thank
We
you.
yeah. You about to we're making your name great, okay? Over
Thank
here.
you.
Definitely appreciate it. Thank you again so much for gracing the stage. I really appreciate it. I do want to ask this last question. What is the most rewarding thing about living with your condition?
Rewarding thing. Oh, good. The first, I never asked. Nobody asked me that question before. I'm like, I thought you said
Welcome,
what
welcome
you
to
tell
One Be
someone.
Brave.
I didn't know
Welcome, welcome to One Be Brave.
what the rewarding. I'm able to keep going. It's one
Yeah,
of the things. Yes, it's an obstacle, but then you know what? Life still goes on,
right.
and you can do things differently, but you can still do it. So I say
Yes.
that I can still do it.
Yeah.
Continue to do to thrive. Keep living.
Exactly. Yeah, that's really good. And then also all the things that you've done, even with your medical condition, people don't even do that able bodied.
Mhm.
They don't even do half the stuff that you've done able bodied. So I think your answer was top tier you're a part of the top tier community. Been telling it. You're a part, you're in. Thank you again so much for gracing the stage. I really appreciate it. But before you go, we
Mhm.
have a before you go question that we're gonna ask. I don't know what it is. You don't know what it is.
Okay.
Gabe only one know. Gabe, what is the question, big dog? Would you rather always forget to buy one thing at a grocery store or always buy five things? Ooh,
Oh,
hold
you
on,
can buy
Gabe.
one
Why you
thing.
gotta put that
Always
out
buy
there
5 things you don't need. Well, always. Would you rather forget one thing?
at the grocery store or always buy five things that you don't need?
The correct answer is forget one thing because I always forgetting something. One thing I may forget 2 or 3 things, so that happens more. But on the selfish part, 5 things you don't need. You know what I
That
mean? So
yeah, that's my
yeah,
answer. Five
yeah,
things because you can use them
yes. Eventually,
eventually.
eventually.
Yes, you can find something that you can use them because we always gonna find something that we can use it. We may
That's why
not
we
need it at
bought
that
it,
moment.
right? That's why we bought it because we think we're going to use it later. Not today, but
Exactly.
later.
Because
Yeah.
is it what you really don't need? Or is
Mhm.
it what you don't need right now?
Right now, that's it.
That's
Yes.
it. That's it right there. We're
Mhm.
gonna go to part B. We're gonna stick
Yes.
with
Yes.
part B of the question. Thank
Hmm.
you again so much for Grace and Sage. You were great. You were fantastic. Awesome. Thank you for sharing your journey. Thank you for sharing everything that you do to help the community. We appreciate it so much. Gabe's gonna put you in the back. Don't log off though, because we're gonna end the show. Love you, girl.
Thank you.
You're so welcome. I told y'all, top tier community. Exactly. Man, she owned a whole app. What the? Who did I enter? I love this show. Because you just never know. You never know. Like you just never know. Okay. Girl, stay focused. All right. Thank you so much, Talitha, for gracing the stage, sharing your journey. We appreciate it. But it's the five things. We are because you're gonna use them. You don't need a broom now, but you're gonna need a broom later. Okay. You don't need lotion now, but you're gonna need some lotion later. Thank you again, Talitha, so much for gracing the stage. We appreciate it so much. All right, so let's get into the church announcements. If you, oh wait, let me go first. Next Tuesday we live in living color. Let me use both hands because I got to. If you don't use it, you're gonna lose it. Okay, because that's what the word was tonight. Next Tuesday we are live in a living color. 6 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Mountain Time, 8 p.m. Central Time, and 9 p.m. Eastern. We live. And in living color, you can mm, 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 y'all didn't know I was a DJ. I'm a beatboxer. And I'm a DJ. Literally, that's my initials, DJ. Don't you forget it. Okay. Also, okay, so next is that we live. Also, if you are someone that you know, what is this? Oh my, thank you. If you are someone that you know is comfortable with sharing their story, that is the key thing. You got to be comfortable with sharing your story and wants to be on the show, wants to be a part of the top tier community, let me know. Holla at me. Because we ain't going nowhere at all. Here's the disclaimer, because it has to be high and it has to be known. Don't hit me up if you or the person stubs your toe, you got a paper cut, your elbow hurt, or you hit the bed at the corner. Turn on the light, get some glasses, and take some Neosporin, because that child, that ain't the part of the top tier. You gotta do it real stuff over here. Real stuff. Don't be coming over here with no uh uh I don't want to hurt your feelings, but it's gonna be a graceful no. Find something safe to do. Hi, mom, try to love you. Find something safe to do, and it's not over here. I mean, coming over here, don't you do it. And for that, we are grateful. All right, y'all. I love y'all. Don't log off, though. Don't you? Don't log off. Okay? Because I got to, I'm going to be out, but don't you. Okay. Gabe, because I got to eat something with no salt. I got to eat something with no salt. Y'all keep me lifted. All right, Gabe, take me out the screen. I got to go because I'm hungry. My guests are too fly to pass by. Bars! Yo, that was good. My guests are too fly to pass by. Domo, you done did it again. Good night. I mean, you can't even keep up with yourself at this point. Gosh, that was good. My guests are too fly to pass by. That was top tier, is all I'm saying. Thank